I think DC has all the tools to beat Stipe again. But DC doesn't fight like he used to.
Yeah.
He is a different fighter. And this is not saying anything bad about him, but he's slowing down a little bit. He's gotten too heavy.
Ooh.
He's too heavy as a heavyweight. He's carrying too much weight.
Can't talk that way
carrying,
about people.
I'm just being honest, man. You know, he's carrying so much weight that it's starting to slow him down. He doesn't like to wrestle because he has to work hard when he wrestles, and it starts to wear him out. He's not been doing that same thing that he did in the past where he was able to make that grind. And so if he fights Stipe in any fashion like he did in the second fight where he utilizes his wrestling in the first round but can't get rid of him, he's in trouble because Stipe knows his weakness now. You know, the blueprint is there, and no matter what Daniel does, that body is open and that body's big.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of target area there. And I don't care who you are, you start taking body shots, it's like punching holes in your gas tank. That energy is going to drain out fast. So you've got to figure out, how do I keep that from happening? And that's not an easy thing to keep from happening if someone is good at going to the body. You know, Mickey Ward made a living in boxing off of going to the body when everyone knew that's exactly what he wanted to do. This doesn't matter. It's hard to stop. And so DC's got a lot to make up in that area. So I look at it, it really depends on how heavy. The heavier DC comes into the fight, the less chance I think he has of winning.
Interesting. Yeah, I think it depends all on his wrestling. That's really what it comes down to. I mean,
yes, you're a homer. I understand, but it's okay.
This is not homer. You already said he has all the tools.
It's hard for you to talk against your guy. No, I understand that. It's okay.
I think Stipe's got a very good chance. You know, if DC can get him on his back early and often in the first and second round, I think it starts to favor DC no matter what. Even later on in the fight, if he doesn't take him down again in the fourth or fifth round, I think that Stipe will be so tired after one or two rounds of hard wrestling, of him being on bottom underneath DC, who's 255 right now. It's gonna be a little.
Hold it. You're saying he's 255 right now?
I would.
Go ahead, lie. You're lying, dude.
You think he's more? I don't think so. I think so, dude. After seeing him, he's carrying a lot of weight. Let me see.
If DC goes into that fight, we'll say weighing in at 255, I'll take Stipe all day long.
It's all muscle.
Okay.
It's all muscle.
There is some in there. Some in there.
DC is going to beat Stipe. He says this is his last fight for sure. And
okay, let me just say one word real quick. Homer.
Yeah. I'm not going to deny this.
Right,
DC is going to beat Stipe. I mean, that would be a homer move, but I'm saying even if DC, let's say DC does beat him, even if I wasn't being a homer, and DC beats him, I think that you could potentially see DC and Jon Jones again at heavyweight.
I'm
just letting you know.
No. First off,
they would do it.
The UFC would do it. The UFC would do it, and if DC does it, he's a fool.
I don't know. I think he smashes Jon at head. That's homer right there. See that?
Wow, dude, man, you're going
homer.
Full-fledged homer, man.
No, I think
full-fledged. Show me the moment that DC was beating Jon.
No, I think he did beat him the first.
So you're gonna say, he won the first round? No, he didn't. Could he have won the second round? Yes.
Didn't he?
It's possible. He could have won that second round.
Well, which one? In the first fight or the second fight?
No, the second. He didn't win anything in the first fight. Come on. I'm just being honest. And it's nothing. I love DC. I think he's just phenomenal. But
you're so mean.
There's so many problems that he has in facing Jon.
Yeah.
It's a style matchup.
Yep. It's the length and the range, realistically. To me, I feel like the speed that he usually has over people that usually fight at the heavier weights, he doesn't have because of the reach. He can't cover that distance in the amount of time to get in. Yeah, no, I agree. I think DC's a better fighter at heavyweight. I think him going to 205 earlier in his career was tough on him. I think, but I do see if DC does win, DC has already said, he's like, this is for sure my last fight, but money speaks volumes. But
Yes,
I think the UFC would be in.
So does his wife, though. She
Yeah.
speaks volumes, and I know she's about done with it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, but I think we lost you.
I'm hitting things now. I got it.
There you go. Yeah, I think that is one of those situations where there's just too much money on the line. I really think that he would end up doing it.
Yeah, well, that would be a giant fucking miscalculation.
Yeah.
It would be a mistake.
I think so.
No. What does he have to win? Tell me. Other than satisfying this little fucking bit of his ego that possibly he could beat Jon and get that win. It's not like Jon has the title and he doesn't. Yeah. He's the champion if he had beaten Stipe. So what does he get out of it? When he could, if he beats Stipe, he then takes that trilogy, 2 fights to 1, and he walks away as the heavyweight champion. Now his legacy is set. He doesn't have to beat Jon. That's a miscalculation. It's not true. All right. I understand why he would want to, but the odds of it are not in his favor. And the fact that he puts an exclamation point on the end of his career, possibly with a loss to Jon, not a good thing.
100% agree. Okay.